Okay, let's get back into Avowed. Boy. We were in the middle of Ringrim's domain. Last we left off on this one. Um, I initially I was planning on doing a Suikoden stream this morning, and then I was like, I really need to get Avowed finished because I played through so much of that game on here, and I need to just um finish it. Oh, it's still doing that weird graphical thing. Uh, you're enjoying this, aren't you? Hmm. Uh, that's all the book said? Oh, I forgot. I forgot. That's not what my envoy sounds like. But first, let me... Not that we've done very much. Let me try something here. Exit to desktop. Down past all the Steam games. The millions of Steam games. Force it to have the newest version of DLSS. And then... I wish I could remember what I did with the game files initially. Let's just... take... I think I just put this in there. So let's take that out. And see if that fixes the graphical issue. If I take the optimization tweaks out that I put in, because it's had some updates, so it might not need that anymore. I ate a whole 3/4 of a bagel for breakfast, which is so frustrating because I have a hard time determining um, how much food I should make at a time. Because sometimes, like, some mornings I can make myself 2 bagels, like toast 2 bagels and eat and have no problem. And other mornings I will toast 2 bagels and I won't even be able to finish one. And I feel like I'm gonna puke. And it's so frustrating because I never know how much food to make for myself ever. Half the time I end up throwing out like half of my food. We'll see. We'll see if those changes fixed the weird graphical fuzziness that was going on with especially with Yachtley. Yachtley just looked broken. But I don't know. Well, where it's supposed to be. There we go. Because I don't know. Ever since the last update they did for the game, there was just some weird, like, I don't know if it was a lighting thing or some other graphical thing going on. And then if that doesn't fix it, I'll check one more thing. But the only other thing that I would know of to check would be to make sure that it's using the dedicated graphics card. But because for some reason, even though I have that set as the global setting, some games just like to not pick it. I don't know. I can't really tell. Probably won't be able to tell until I... Let's do that. And... Wait, oh, that was ray tracing. I wanted VSync, not ray tracing. It's quality. Shadow quality. Just gonna put everything. Whoop. Just put everything on high. Rodsley. Tale of the Village by the Archmage Ringrim. This book is a slim vellum-wrapped notebook. With deckled edges, most of the pages are a smear of ink, but there is a single coherent section. There once stood a village protected by a statue. It kept the air crisp and the land fertile and its people safe. For a time the village prospered. For a time there was the thought that winter would not come. But when the statue was shattered, the winter did come, and the village could not make a decision to save itself. Scribbled in the margin next to the paragraph is what appears to be a critique left by the author. Probably should have made that rhyme. Oh well. Now I remember. We're collecting the pieces of the statue to repair it for Ringrim. Necropants. I found out that the necropants are actually like a thing in folklore. I can't remember. It's like some. I want to say it's like um Eastern European folklore of some sort, but I don't remember for sure. But I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I can't remember what the folklore is exactly. I think it was something along the lines of like pants that like possess the dead or something like that. I don't know. But I was just like, oh, I just thought it was an interesting little tidbit. I just thought it was a when I found them in game, I just thought they were an interestingly named item. Malgrin's fire. But oh, meant to do that. Okay. I think oh, I can just do that. Never mind. I don't even need the ice ones. I think once um once we finish up Avowed, which won't be today, probably. I don't know if I'm gonna just stream this morning or if I might stream this morning and then work on short slash TikToks this afternoon and then circle back around to this again tonight, or if I'll just play this morning and that'll be it. But the I think the plan will be after I finish up my playthrough of Avowed will be to do Suikoden 1 and 2. We might alternate it with Beastie Ball to try and get that finished up too, because it's been a little while since I played any of that, and I need to get that finished. But I think those are generally the plan. Um, I'm trying to think if Souls of the Damned. Oh, that I keep forgetting to use the ability of my necropants anyway. Um, because my necropants let me summon a spectral buddy, but then I never remember to actually do it. Um, but yeah, I do want to finish up Beastie Ball at some point, and we haven't played that in a while. So I might do, like, alternate with finishing that up. I don't know. But I also really want to get into Suikoden 1 and 2. Um, the 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 thing that's really gonna kind of determine it is gonna be I go back to work at my day job starting Tuesday. Now I'm not working a ton of hours. Or anything, but depending on how that goes and everything. Hi, Bearded. How you doing? I'm just trying to get this game finished up because I have not felt motivated to play it for a while with Monster Hunter and Assassin's Creed and stuff coming out. Yeah, I get you. I'm getting towards the end of Area 3. I still really like it. I just, yeah, like you said, life's life. Things, you get busy or other games come out and you want to play those, and then you're just like, I only have so much time in my day. That, and I've been trying to, oh yeah, Balatro. Yeah, I get you on that. I I still haven't cleared a run of Balatro. I always get to like ante 5 or 6 and then end up losing. It's like I always fully invest in like one type of hand and then get to ante 5 or 6 and then get screwed. Um, but I I don't know. It's just like there's so many. I've got just a lot of things going on between just with life and with um like fucking spider, leave me alone. I'm trying to kill the priest. And with trying to network with people and uh the insanity that is America right now. It's like there's no good way to deal with it either is the sad part because it's like I will try to avoid the news for my mental health, right? But then it's like, well, if I avoid the news, then I don't know about all the fucking insane shit that they're doing and like how like concerned I should be. But if I like look at the news, I just get very anxious and depressed. So it's like there's no good way to deal with it. but um but yeah, I'm supposed to go back to my day job on Tuesday from my medical leave, which that's been a whole mess and a half too cuz apparently my job protection ran out in December, but they never told me that, right? They let me keep just extending my leave and everything. And like even my short-term disability didn't end until sometime in January. And um that's only because they denied my last extension of it, which I'm trying to appeal, but um they they didn't tell me that the job protection ended in December. So then they like hired new people and like gave away my hours. So it's like, oh, they're letting me come back, but they can't guarantee me the hours that I need. So it's like, well, I guess I'm going back because I don't have anything else lined up right now, but I'm gonna be looking for something else here and hopefully finding it pretty quick. But like that, I don't know. The way it's always worked, and like my job has been arguing with me over this, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna argue because ultimately it doesn't matter. You're gonna go with your guys' interpretation of things now. So, um, but they've been arguing with me because I've done a medical leave before, and the way that it always worked before was they would um basically, because in the US we have like something called FMLA, which gives you like 12 weeks of guaranteed job protection. Um, oh, that's one of my guys. Um, if you have to, where? There you are. God, fucking, the one that I need to kill just keeps jumping around. Okay. That's the problem. Fucking priest over here. God. Oh, okay. Set everybody? Think that's everybody? Fine. Now, ruminations of the hand occult. The hand occult appear to be hiding something, although, in all honesty, I'm beginning to lose interest in figuring out what. Their information is scant, their representatives few in number, and there are only so many decades one can spend scrutinizing a single cipher before one grows bored. But I wonder why they've been so careful about their documentation. I appreciate good note-keeping as much as the next scholar, but their obsessiveness feels entirely too purposeful. Maybe I'll pick this up in a few years. Right. Boring. Wingream. She seeks drugs. I could have done without being attacked by skeletons again. Which, crap, that's not how my envoy sounds again. I forgot. Also, um, that you're a monster with a strange sense of humor? And you want us to do the same. Um, you're trying to convince me not to go to the ruins. I don't have enough might to intimidate her. The entire fate of the living lands is in jeopardy. Or, if you don't, Ludwig will come here and tear her way in. You said that I was a godlike of an unknown deity. That isn't true. A god named Sapadal is here and as a god named Sapadal is here and is a god named Sapadal is trapped here and is asking me to free them. I am? How exciting. Then let me in. You have the way to the ruins, and I can find the way to the god. Hmm. Happy to do the dirty work for you. Shut up. The honor was mine. Or grimoire. Uh... Where are the ruins exactly? Ringrim has taken notice of you. Your fate may be tied to hers. We should use it.
Mm-hmm.
It did work.
Hmm. Why are you? Did you figure out what we're supposed to have for supper? No. You got to. Hmm.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah, we're supposed to be together. I tell ya. Yeah, Yancey, you're still having the issues on your face textures. Mm, maybe. Maybe it's a DLSS issue. Um, Okay, Marius, what do you got to say? You need to relax. Sometimes it's good to step into the unknown. That's enough. Let's get some rest. I think he was the only one that wanted to talk to me. Blah, 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 blah. Let's leave Yachtley for a little while, and I'll bring Marius with me. I haven't had him on my team for quite a bit. Hey, Ray Ray. What you doing? What you doing, sweetheart? Oh. Hmm. Whoop. Whoop. Let's reboot the game again. Bearded helmet is taking a long shower. That message was... oh no, a while ago. That reminds me, I did want to check something. Yeah. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Yeah, it's already set. Though. Maybe he decided not to come back. Maybe he changed up his mind. Happens. Bing bop boom 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 bop bang. Ba ba bow. Ba 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 dow. Okay, okay. How am I supposed to get that? How do I get that? I want to get that. Oh, funny you should mention that, because there was a series of traps. I triggered most of them, and then we disarmed the rest. Whoa, whoa. Okay, and then we go, perfect, stuck the landing. Hey. Guys. Ba 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 ba. Sure we are. Suck out the health. Suck out the health. Tastes good. Mm-mm. I need to update that too. Yeah. Yay. Okay. I think Bearded might have got lost in the shower. Bam. Come get me, ya bitch. Well, or not. Or I'll just go fuck myself, I guess. Beep bop. Mm-hmm. I want $1 million, please. I want an independently wealthy person to just come along and be like, here's all my money. I don't want it anymore. Isn't that everyone's fantasy? I need essence, please. Okay, this dual pistol build I got going here, kinda dope. Kinda loving it. An aquabaciator? Oh, but there's a priest. It's always a priest. And I'll just suck your health out with my poison. And blow your head up. Kaboom. Hmm. Still got about 40 minutes before I gotta go. Put the dogs out. Because my father certainly won't do it. But oh no, best viewers, gotta kill it. Gotta kill it. Oh. Bruised mutt. Banned. Boom. There it is. Oh, son of a bitch. Of course, I forgot. I need Yahtzee for this. And who was the one person I left back at camp? I'm like, I'm gonna leave Yahtzee for a while. Motherfucker. Well, well, well. Hi, Riri. Not quite that time yet, baby girl. It's not quite potty time yet, baby. No. I just want to progress in this story. I have learned that level 30 is the max level in this game. So, because I was wondering where the max level would be. And I was like, I hope it's not like 20, because then I'm gonna have like, oh, I'm very close to level 20, and I'm like, if 20 is the max level, then I'm gonna be playing through like a whole area of the game and not leveling at all, and that's one of the parts I like about RPGs. But level 30 is the max level, so I should probably still be leveling up pretty much to the end of the game. I don't think I'll hit max level. Even though I've done most of the stuff. Because I haven't quite done all of it. Okay, now. This is a bunch of bullshit. I already came through here once. I'm sad that Bearded Helmet didn't come back. I had things to show him. But he must have got busy with something. Or something came up. The sooner we get this over with, the better. They are definitely not godless, you say. Magfolk had to have been here for a reason. I don't know. When it speaks, I feel like I'm drowning, swallowed whole in its wants. I hope it's crack. Or spice. Or Sveth. Sveth is the drug in this world. Maybe we'll find a lot of Sveth. Yes. Love and love in return. And love for love's love. Mostly because of Geeky and her, uh, TikTok Tuesdays, I have plunged back into the realm of TikTok. It's not as much of a cesspool as it was when it first uh, went down and then came back up. But my For You page is pretty much back to what it was before. But um, I was going through my TikTok For You page, and this one TikTok came up, and it was an autistic creator, and it was like, um, the kinds of questions that I ask uh, the people I'm close to, and it was things like, what are the three most unsettling things you've heard me say in the time that I've known you? And uh like, what of my habits are the most off-putting? And um but the one that really like resonated with me the most was like, they were like, um how come when I'm in a group and I talk, everyone gets silent? And I'm like, oh, that one hurt. Cause I identify with that. I am autistic, but it's also like, I just like, yeah, I've experienced that a lot. Where it's like, not just like in group, like voice conversations, but even just like in like text threads and stuff. There'll be like, I'll be in like a Discord that I'm pretty active in, and I'll like see like, oh, people are going crazy to having a conversation about something. I'll pop in and I'll try and make a joke, something I think is a funny haha. And because everybody's like talking about this thing or like joking and stuff, and I'll make a joke, and then like the conversation just dies. And I'm like, well, Is it something I said, or was the conversation just dying down naturally? Am I overthinking it? Am I like what what was it? What was it about what I said? I like yeah, I know I have kind of dark humor, but was it really that bad? Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Or sometimes like I'll say something meaning for it to be a joke or meaning for it to kind of lighten the mood, and then like somebody will take it the wrong way and like get offended by it, and I'll be like, "Oh, like I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to be taken that way. I was just trying to like lighten the mood, trying to be like, oh, well, like look on the bright side. It could always be worse. Like it could always be this situation." Not like trying to make light of your situation. That's not what I was trying to do. Um, because I don't know. Like I've always found, like I, as an autistic person, I very much like I connect with people by like sharing stories of like, oh, I've had a similar experience to what you're experiencing, and this is um like what happened to me. And I like, so I understand that it can suck. I don't necessarily understand exactly what you're going through, but I like kind of get it, and I get that it sucks. Or like, oh, like I had a situation like that happen, but it got worse. So at least your situation hasn't gotten worse. Um, and it's not like meant to make light of anybody else's situation or see like, or be like, oh, actually, wasn't my situation worse? Shouldn't you feel worse for me? It's like A, that's how I like connect with people, and B, it is like I don't know, like I've never understood the whole thing that like neurotypical people do of just like, oh, like when they are talking to someone who's going through a rough time and they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that you're dealing with that," or "Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you," or "Oh, that really sucks. I'm so sorry." Like, okay. Um like that, like I don't need you to say you're sorry unless you're the person that personally wronged me or caused the situation that I'm in. I don't need you to say you're sorry. You're like, you didn't do anything. I um I am the one, like you're not, like, to me that doesn't make me feel better. And so that's why I am trying to like uh help, like I'm trying, that's why I relate to people through like similar experiences. Um like I might still be like, "Oh, I'm sorry that happened to you," but then I'll like share a similar experience and I'll be like, "I'm sorry that happened to you. It really sucks. You know, I had something similar happen, blah 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 blah." And then, I don't expect them to be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for you, blah 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 blah." I'm just like, because I also like get that whole, because there's also that whole feeling of like when you tell someone, "Oh, that sucks," you know, you must feel awful, and then people feel like, well, you couldn't possibly know what I'm going through, or you know, you've never gone through anything like this, so how could you? And it's like, no, I've gone through something similar, so I kind of get it. Like it, you know, everyone's experiences are different, so obviously, um, we all process the world differently, and the culmination of all our experiences um, makes things different for us, but it isn't like I'm just making things up. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I mean, I do and I don't. It's complicated. That's like I'll no, I'll get so frustrated with my therapist sometimes because I can sit there and I can tell him, like, go through like stuff that's been going on or stuff like trauma that I have from my past, and like that's like really affected me. And like I can sometimes I'll have a hard time explaining how I feel, right? Especially like in the moment. Um I don't necessarily I don't know if I necessarily have alexithymia or not. It's not like technically a diagnosable thing anyway. It's more like symptom of other things. But I do struggle to identify my emotions like in the moment unless they're like really intense emotions. Um, like I hate when people just ask me, like when I go into the therapist and then they just ask me like, "So how have you been?" Because I'm like, unless I've been feeling like really strong emotions like in the last week or whatever, I'll be like, I don't know. I've been alive, which I think is good. I think it's better than being dead. So, okay, I guess. Um, but when I talk about like past experiences that have really affected me, he'll be like, "Oh, you're so insightful and like you have so much insight on your feelings and your personal um like relationships and past relationships and your connection to your body and your view on the world and all this other stuff." And then at the same time I'll like spell out to him and like my psychiatrist, like, okay, this is what I need in order to be successful in my life right now. Could you um guys back me up on that? Because I can't be the medical professional to back myself up, right? That doesn't that's not a thing. And then they'll be like, well, I don't know, because sometimes, we like to say that our patients know how they feel the best. but they don't always know what's the best for them. And it's like, but you tell me I'm so insightful on everything and on how I'm feeling and on like, so what's like, I know, and also it's like I am talking to you about like my autism and stuff and my ADHD and things like that, and you will ask me to define terms for you that are terms that not only the autism and ADHD and like neuro um diverse community will use, but they're terms that like the whole that like are in scientific studies and have been used in scientific literature. Like they might have come out of like the autistic community or something like that originally, but then they've been like brought into these scientific studies because they're like, okay, yeah, these are like multiple patients keep describing these same things and using these terminologies and stuff for it. Let's look into it. Like, is this a real phenomenon, right? And now you're getting more, at least in some places, you're getting more, um, like researchers into these things that actually have the conditions, so they like know what to do the research on. Um, but it's like, okay, so you're asking me to like define these things and stuff for you. So obviously you're not an expert on these conditions. And I'm not saying that I am, but I've done a hell of a lot of research on them. I've like done a shit ton of research on uh my autism and ADHD and stuff. And then you're gonna sit there, ask me to like define terms and stuff for you, and then tell me that I don't know what's best for me. Like, bitch, shut up. Ah, only a godlike of Sapadal may enter this place. You must have been one just as I am now. Oh, Lumina, that's one of the people from the ancient visions. Um, there are no historical records of what the Magfolk have done here. Um, You've been hiding what you know about the mag folk from me. Why? Something tells me those who sent the mag folks seek to finish the job. It's always a series of trials with you people. Great, another challenge. Hmm. You know, I, I've played the Pillars of Eternity games, and, knowing how Andor was depicted in those games, I don't know, I don't know if I want to think about Andra's titties. Hey. Oh, there's a frickin' priest around here somewhere. Fucking priests, fucking priest, fucking priest. Essence potion. Uh-huh. Okay. Got it, got it. Level 20, time to level up. And I get 2 points. Let's take... Let's take... Hmm. Let's take media shower. And we'll go, and we're gonna equip media shower. I like returning storm too, but I just don't. I wish I had like another set of spells. And then what's the second point meteor shower give me? Meteors break on impact, leaving lingering flames on the ground. And let's just boost unlock harvest essence actually. And then for our companions, we will another point in that. And then Marius, I really could care less about, but we'll throw his point in somewhere. Ooh. Pretty. Very pretty. There's a priest. Fucking priests. Where'd the priest go? I know there's still a priest around. There they are. Drink a health potion. Put out the... Hey. Deal with the fire blights. Sir. I'm dealing with the fire blights. Okay. Guys? Not cool. Not cool, my dudes. Barrier. Essence. Okay. Lava blight dealt with. Oh, that... I never remember to summon my helper. They're the main reason I'm wearing the necro pants. Hidden documents. Tablet covered in glyphs and symbols lost to time. Though the words themselves are indecipherable to the average reader, it's clearly written in a careful hand and looks official. It would be worth asking Yatsley to read the tablet for more details. Mm. Interesting. Okay, what other armor do I have? Cause... Oh. Yeah, let's do those. Um, hmm. Do I want the Thirdborn boots or do I want the Sojourner boots? Okay. I get plus 20 maximum health, but then it go... Let's go with the Thirdborn boots. Okay. Well... It is the time in which I must go potty dogs. So... Let me just... Okay. Whoop. Just gonna save that. And then I'm gonna go over here. Gonna go ahead and end the stream. I'm not sure. I might come back and then start stream up again and um do some streaming again after I potty dogs. I'm not sure. But I don't want to just go to the be right back screen because it seems like every time I'm like, oh, I'll just go potty the dogs really quick and then come back. The dogs don't want to cooperate and it takes forever. So that's going to be the plan. End stream. And then I'll come back and decide whether I want to stream some more or work on some other stuff. And then, or what I want to do. So I will maybe see you guys in a little bit. Bye bye.